Me just get pay and me nah no money. Me just get pay and the money done. The money done before me even get it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this episode of What's Wrong With My Strategy, I'm going to be talking about I don't have no budget. Alright, so 2024, Happy New Year to everybody. I wish you all the best this year, nothing but love and prosperity and abundance, and I've got in on no corner. Please people, may I tell you no. But watch it out, because right now it's just a different time. It's a very different time, and we're going to talk about the budget. I think everybody already knows what a budget is, but let me give you the Khrista version of what it really is. It's a guide that tells you what to do with your money. It's a very essential guide, guys. It is so necessary to tell you for you to tell your money where to go. Because have you ever said this?
Me just get pay and me nah no money. Me just get pay and the money done. The money done before me even get it.
And sometimes these can still be statements that you make when you have a budget, you know. But sometimes these are statements that are made because we just spend without really properly considering the goals that I have financially, where I want to see myself in the next year, next 5 years, next 10 years financially, and how do I make a plan to get there. Right, so I'm gonna do a video talking about making a plan in a budget. This video specifically is just about the budget aspect of things. We understand that the budget is you having a guide to tell your money where to go. Why do we need one? So that we can tell our money where to go. Because if we don't tell the money where to go, what did I just say? The money is going to go wherever it wants to go, and wherever it wants to go is not necessarily going to get us further in life. So, you know, today, because I feel extremely generous, I am going to give you guys the road map. I'm going to put you guys on game. So we're going to talk about that in this video. All right? How do I go about budgeting? Like, first of all, let me just say this. Let me just put this as a disclaimer. This is not something that should be scared or frowned upon. This is not something that should be sad and feeling like you're missing out and lacking. Because you know what? Sacrifices made today make tomorrow better. Say, repeat after me. Sacrifices made today make tomorrow better. Like, guys, I am not nowhere where I want to be as yet financially, but I know where I'm trying to go. And like I said, I am just going through my journey, and I'm sharing it with you guys to help you guys to come on this journey along with me. So me not reach it, so me not accompany your contact like me reach, because me not half ready for reach, but me know when me I try go, and me want to know if it come. Clear? This budgeting thing, we have to go about it first with a positive attitude. Excitement. I am making a plan for my future, and I'm excited about that plan. Not sad, oh gosh, me no know, me can't go buy what I want. Yes, you may not be able to buy what you want right now, but how about the fact that within the next year or 5 years, you can be able to buy what you want for yourself, for your family, and also leave a legacy for those coming after you. We're not trying to just leave this place without setting things up for ourselves. If you are in my generation, maybe some of you are wealthy off, but some of us have not had that foundation. We have to be building it ourselves, because even though our parents gave us everything that they had, we're not equipped with what they needed to be able to help us to become trust fund babies. So we have to come and we have to grind, and we have to make it work, and we have to build businesses and build wealth for our fellow generations to come. Right? And for us to also enjoy some of it too, because let me tell you guys, not because we're trying to build wealth means we should not enjoy our life. I want to put that out the window. I want to make sure that we understand that this concept of wealth, yes, we're putting money down for later, we're also going to be able to enjoy it. And that is why I'm going to talk about this very essential part of the budgeting. This is our wants. There are many people who come on here and they talk about budgeting, and they want us to just be so strict. You have to find the budget that works for you, because otherwise you're not going to stick to it. So one thing that I'm going to tell you to do when we're talking about this budgeting is to make sure that you have wants. But I'm going to elaborate on that in just a sec. The first thing that we're going to do when we're going about the budgeting aspect of things, guys, is we're going to do an analysis. Yes. I love to talk about analysis, because that's really how we get to the bottom of things. That's how we get to the root of things. That's how we understand where we're at. For all of the people that would just spend cash, there's this envelope method of spending that you take out a certain amount of money and you put it in an envelope, and when that money is finished, you're finished spending. If that's the method that you're using to make sure that you are managing your finances, jot down everything that you spend your money on, so that at the end of the month we can analyze everything that we spent for the next thing that I'm going to tell you to do. Write down everything on the spending on the phone. You know what? Text it to a friend, text it to yourself. Hey, WhatsApp have that feature now where we can text to ourselves. So send it in a message to yourself. I bought a single. I spent $150 on my bus fare. If you're in the States, I spend $20 on Uber or whatever it is that you spend money on. Write it on your phone if you spend cash. Now, for all my card bougie people who don't walk around with cash, the cashless gens. For all the cashless gens, we're going to just go on our bank statement, because you know what? The bank already has everything that you swipe your card on written for you to follow along and to see where you spend it. So we don't have all of the work like the cashless folks. All right? I mean, I spend cash too, but I'm just saying, for example purposes, the work is already done for you, so you don't have to do that part unless you spend some cash and you're going to do, you're going to do both of those methods. Now, since we did the analysis, now we're going to go through those lists and we're going to take out the things that are most important. We're going to see if we can find cheaper options for things. Now, if there's a cheaper option, why would we want to spend more? If we can spend the same amount of money or less and get the same quality, why would we want to spend more? So we're going to try to find the cheaper options to spend in so that we can have some money left for what I'm going to talk about next week, which is what to do with the money. So now that we see that we can find cheaper options, we're going to do another thing, which is just to categorize the different things that we're spending the money on. So we have categories. We have our needs and we have our wants. Under those needs and wants, we have essential, we have non-essential, we have fixed, we have flexible. We have all type of bills that come in every month. Some things are going to be the same every month, like your rent and phone bill if you have a fixed plan. Your things are going to be flexible, like probably the amount of food that you buy, or maybe the food can be fixed if you decide that you're going to only spend and buy the exact same thing every week. But that is, the prices for food goes up and down sometimes, so we may not spend the same amount of money every week on grocery. So I'm not going to put that in the fixed category. But you also have your light bill that is not going to be fixed, because you burn different amount of current every single month, and because some of the electricity companies do the most sometimes, we for sure don't know that we're going to get the same amount of bills. So that just kind of gives you an example that there's some flexibility and there are some things that are going to be constant throughout the month. But the reason why I want to emphasize this wants category is you're going to spend the money anyway. So might as well you put it on the budget, say you're going to spend X amount per your want. Because we don't want you to spend money that you're not supposed to spend. That's why we're going to put some allocated funds for the wants. We're going to make sure that we put it down. Okay, your ear one do and your nails one do. But girl, your ear and your nails not for do every month. Because what we're trying to build wealth. We want to look cute for woman, and the man then want to look handsome too. But priorities have to be in place. Just like when you're doing a business, last week I talked about this, when you're doing a business, you want to put money on the winner for 2 years. When you're talking about this wealth journey, because we are a business, we are a business, and we have to invest in ourselves. And investing in ourselves does not only mean hairstyle and fingernail. It also means setting ourselves up financially to be able to not be on our face, living paycheck to paycheck all the days of our lives. Right? So we want to make sure that we have a category for wants and we have our category for needs. Now, like, there are some needs that are essential that we have to have, and there are some wants that are not essential that we don't have to have. We have to prioritize. I am not on here to tell anybody how to spend their money. I am not that girl. But I am going to tell you, if you are serious about your wealth journey, you have to have priorities in check. You have to make sure that whenever you go about spending your money, you are proud of the decisions that you're making. Sometimes we make full spending. I'm not gonna lie. I know we do it. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we are correcting ourselves and we're trying to improve and we're trying to do what it takes to really get to the level that we want to get at. So that is how the budgeting thing goes. This is just a little example of how to do a budget. If you guys want templates, you can go on Canva and find a template. Canva should be your best friend, guys. There's template on Canva for everything. Resumes, cover letter, but the budget. All them something there on Canva. And you can even use an Excel spreadsheet. Listen, for all of the tech savvy people, there's a lot of option for you guys. And for all the people who don't tech savvy, there's no excuse for you guys, because look here, book and pen still there. See me have mine right here. Book and pen, write down the things them, make your budget in a book and stick to it. Same way, you don't have any excuse even if you're not tech savvy. And also, one thing I want to say, because I hear people saying this a lot, oh, I'm not computer literate. Being computer literate is something that you can learn. Oh, you know if you use Instagram and TikTok and know if you scroll. I not say using Excel is probably the same, you know, but you can learn you can learn how to use Excel. And start small. You learn Microsoft Word, you learn Excel. You start with all of the Microsoft Suite documents. And you learn one little shortcut, you learn Control-C and Control-V. And you work your way up. That's how we are. Everything that was not taught to us, we have to learn it step by step and work our way up. You don't have to be able to know everything at once. I don't know everything about computers. But I try to learn something and to try to do something, and I can work my way around it. And I think that is the same way. That because I'm young, there are still things happening every single day that I have to keep abreast of. So for everybody who is out here saying they're not computer literate, I'm challenging you to just learn. Start small and work your way up. That is what I talk about on this channel. The world never built in one day. As I said, use a book and a pen if you're not computer literate. We're not trying to come into 2024 with these one bag of excuses, guys. Okay, let's do the right thing. So that's all I have for this video. I hope it was helpful. Next week I'm going to be doing a video talking about what we do with the money what we save since we start. What we start though? We start manage where the money I go, and we start use cheaper options. So now we have a little bit more cash, and we're going to talk about what we're going to do with that, and just talk about this whole financial literacy thing, because it's something that we all should know. But when me tell you about the fact that there's a lot of us who are still struggling to understand this concept, you would be shocked. So that's what I'm here for. We're gonna just keep rocking it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anybody who needs to see it, guys. We're trying to build up our subscriber right now. We're there at 3,000 something. Let me get 5,000 by the next month. Yes, if me I start small and work my way up, and that's what me do. Me I start small and work my way up. Subscribe to the channel and share with everybody, all your friends and family, and let us build up this channel. Not just to have the numbers, but also to spread the information, because that's really what the number is. The number is showing that these amount of people are subscribed. And also, it's showing me that a lot of you guys are watching the video and you're not subscribing. Guys, I don't have, as long as you guys get the content, I am satisfied with that. But I would also want you to subscribe so you can be notified of everything that I post when they are posted. You don't have to wait a couple days to see the video. You're gonna know that it is already uploaded. Alright, follow me on socials, Instagram and TikTok at Khrista-Finance, where I'm gonna be sharing you guys daily gems and just anything about business inspiration and all that. Like I said, start small and work your way up. Have a good week.